Emily had almost given up on love. Every relationship she had ever been in ended the same way: lies, heartbreak, and disappointment. Some men cheated on her. Others treated her like she didn't matter. By the time she turned 28, she was convinced she would spend the rest of her life alone. Then she met Daniel. He was everything she had ever hoped for: kind, patient, and genuinely caring. He listened when she spoke, remembered the little things, and always made her feel safe. Their connection was instant, and within 2 years, they were married. The newlyweds settled into a quiet suburban neighborhood outside Chicago. Life wasn't perfect. Money was tight, and both worked long hours. But none of that mattered. They were happy, or so Emily thought. One cold autumn evening, Daniel was working late at the auto repair shop where he was employed. Emily waited for him at home, watching television and checking the clock every few minutes. 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., still no sign of him. She called his phone several times, but each call went straight to voicemail. A strange feeling of unease settled in her stomach. Eventually, exhausted from worrying, she went upstairs and fell asleep. That was when the nightmare began. In her dream, Daniel was riding his motorcycle along a lonely highway under a sky black as ink. The road was empty, silent. Then, without warning, a pair of blinding headlights appeared ahead. Daniel lost control. The motorcycle slid across the pavement. A massive truck slammed into him. The impact was horrifying. Metal twisted. Glass exploded. His body was thrown across the road. Emily could only watch as the truck rolled over him. The scene was so vivid, so terrifying, that she could smell the gasoline and see the blood spreading across the asphalt. Then she woke up screaming. Her pajamas were soaked with sweat. Her heart pounded violently against her chest. "Oh God," she whispered. "Daniel." She grabbed her phone and checked the time. 12:07 a.m. Just then she heard something outside. The unmistakable rumble of Daniel's motorcycle. Relief washed over her. She rushed to the bedroom door. Moments later, she heard the front door open downstairs. Then Daniel's familiar voice echoed through the house. "Emily, I'm home." Tears filled her eyes. He was alive. The nightmare wasn't real. "Daniel," she shouted. "Where have you been? I've been worried sick." She laughed nervously. "I even had a dream that you died in a motorcycle accident." The house suddenly became silent, completely silent. No footsteps, no movement, nothing. Emily frowned. "Daniel?" Several seconds passed. Then she heard his voice again, but this time it sounded distant, weak, almost like a whisper carried on the wind. "So, that's the choice you made." A chill ran down her spine. "What are you talking about?" she asked. No answer. "Daniel?" Silence, fear tightening in her chest. Emily hurried downstairs. The living room was empty. The kitchen was empty. The front door was locked. No motorcycle stood in the driveway. No sign that anyone had entered the house. Daniel was gone. Then the phone rang. The sudden sound nearly made her jump out of her skin. With trembling hands, she answered. "Hello?" A man's voice spoke. "Ma'am, this is Officer Reynolds with the state police." Emily felt her stomach drop. "I'm very sorry to inform you." The officer paused. "Your husband was involved in a fatal motorcycle accident tonight." Her knees nearly gave way. "No," she whispered. The officer continued. "Our records show the crash occurred at approximately 11:03 p.m. Emily froze. That was over an hour before she had heard Daniel come home, before she had spoken to him, before he had answered her. As tears streamed down her face, she remembered his final words. "So, that's the choice you made." And for the rest of her life, Emily could never stop wondering.